Okay, making this video here to show everybody how to install one of these Rtech Vface full LED lights. Looks like a pretty cool light system. The only problem is it doesn't actually come with a wiring diagram, and you pretty much get this thing here in the box. You get this thing in the box. The back of it, I'll just turn the back around to show you what it looks like. Basically the back looks like that. You can see I've done a bit of temporary wiring just there, but it actually comes with a terminal that looks like this. Let's see if we can get that in focus. So it's a 4-pin terminal like that, and yeah, I bought it from a Honda. I've actually bought this light from Peter Stevens in Dandenong, and they said that they reckon it was the right one for my motorbike. So I've got an XR400, as you can see. There's my XR, beautiful, love this bike, thumper. And this is the original, oops, that's the original lamp. That's what it looks like. You got your square traditional shaped lamp with the square lamp with your you've got your plastic face there. It looks like that. Lamp goes in there, so this goes on there like that normally, and you've got your wiring that comes through there and connects to your lighting. So this is the actual light that's on the original. You can see it's like a bulb type light. Anyway, shocking if you're trying to ride the bike at night time. You cannot see jack. You can't see anything. Apparently you can get a replacement bulb, like a H3 or a H4 or whatever it's called, that goes in there, but I just thought, well, if I'm going to do that, I may as well just go change over the whole light system. So yeah, went and bought this. Now, couldn't find any information anywhere online about what the hell the wiring means on the back, what colours what, and blah blah blah. So I made up my own little 4-wire thing here. Lucky I had some of this 4-wire air conditioning cord, and I've attached them to the 4 cords there. So basically we've got 3, you can see here on the XR400 we have 3 wires that were used originally to operate that lamp over there. Let's see if we can focus in on that. So you can see the 3 wires there. We've got a white, a blue and a green, and it corresponds to a white, a blue and a green. They just simply plug in and they work beautifully. Problem with this lamp is it's got 4 wires coming out of it. Let that focus. So you can see we've got a yeah, here we go. Out of focus. Anyway, so we've got a green, a yellow, a black and a red. So I've done my own wiring, and I've stuffed around a fair bit to try and figure out what's what, and I've come up with some information for you. So if that comes unblocked, I'll just show you what I've done. There you go, the racing headlight. Looks pretty sick when it's on there. So look at that. Once I get it on there, it's going to look awesome. Let's just see if we can get back a bit. Looks grouse. So once I do get that on there, I'm going to be able to start riding, at night as well. So anyway, so here's what we've got. So the blue, which is this blue here, on the XR400, where the hell's it gone? This one. So the blue, right, see that blue there? That blue is the high beam. So when we come across here to our switch, that's high beam there, right? That's low beam. So when it's in high beam, that's the blue high beam, that one. Then you've got your white, right? So your white operates your low beam. So when your switch is in that configuration, it's your low beam, so it's sending power out through there. When it's in high beam, the power comes out through the blue. Now, the green, of course, the last one left over, has to be the earth. So there you go, you got green earth. Right, just like those wires are there corresponding to that. So we've got as you can see there, I'm not sure if you can see that the green kind of goes into the back of the globe there. You've got the green, and the green actually is attached to the casing of the light, so that suggests that it's the Earth. Then we've got a blue and the white going directly into the terminals of the actual globe. So I wasn't sure what was what there, so I had to figure that out, but yeah, it wasn't too difficult. Anyway, so back to the Rtech Vface. It has a red, a black, a yellow, and a green coming out of it. Anyway, so I was able to figure out what they were. So the black is the Earth. That black one there is the Earth. That was easy to figure out. Well, kind of. Well, nothing was easy. It was just a bit of stuffing around. The yellow, which is the original yellow coming out of the actual, you can see the yellow coming out of the wiring harness for the light. The yellow, which I've attached to I called it my green. Right. The yellow is high beam. So this yellow one here is your high beam. Then we've got our green. Our green is our low beam. You can see that. Let's see if this will focus. Let me see if I can get this in focus. Come on, focus. Come on, camera. Give it a bit of a focus. Should automatically focus. I don't know what it's doing. Anyway, come on. We might have to go out a bit. There we go. So what was I saying? The green is the low beam. And then finally our red is for our DRL. So let me show you what that is. Our daytime running lights. Let's take this stuff off. Take that off. Alright, so up the top here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 little lamps, right? Little lights. They're day running lamps, or day running lights, whatever you want to call them. Okay? So those day running lights correspond to the red wire. And then you've got your low beam on this side when it's operating, and then your high beam operates both of those. Now, as I said, the DRLs are your red. The green wire is your low beam, which is this side here. Green wire is that one. And then you've got your high beam, which is your yellow, which I've got, yeah, your yellow wire. And again, as I said, the black is the Earth. So once you have that all figured out, which I've done for you guys, this should be fairly straightforward to do. Now, only problem is when you switch from low beam to high beam, you lose power on one of them. And that's not really a huge issue, because the high beam, when you've got the high beam on, both lamps here work. But when the high beam's on, the DRL stop working. So you can, because I want my DRL working on low beam, I've decided to connect the red wire, which is the DRL, this red wire here, right, the red one. I've decided to connect the red one to my low beam. So we're going to have two wires going into, where's my low beam? So my low beam is this white one. So there's going to be two wires going into here, into this white one. I'm going to have the red of the DRL and the green of the low beam going back to the XR400 wiring. So when that's in low beam, I'll have my light on this side and my DRL's working. And then when I switch over to high beam, which is going to be both those two, the DRLs will be switched off. So my high beam again, folks, that's your high beam is the blue off the actual the blue one there. The blue one there is the high beam. Again, the green one is your Earth. White one is the white one is low beam. So yeah, hopefully that explains it a bit. I'm going to run it like that for a while, see how it goes. Hopefully nothing actually gets burnt out or anything, but if anyone knows anything different to what I've just explained, please let me know. I did try and stuff around a little bit with trying to get the daytime running light to run on both when the high beams are on and when the low beams are on, but I just had no luck there, so it wouldn't work no matter how I wired it up. So I think it may be designed to to switch off when you've got your high beams, which probably makes sense anyway, because you're not really needing your DRLs to be running when you've got high beam. So anyway, that's that. So yeah, XR400. As I said, putting in one of these Rtech Vface, which I purchased from Peter Stevens in Dandenong. So I did ask them if they had a wiring harness, but wiring diagram, but they had no luck finding one. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna wire it up and then run it and then show it in operation. So I'll be back on the other side of this short break. Okay, here I am back at it. So I've got myself a few of these terminals and crimped them onto the wires. Let's see there, crimped them on. You can see we've got the red and the green from the new headlight, red and green, going into the white. As I said, the white's the low beam. Then we've got the black, which is the earth on the actual headlight, going into the green wire. The green again is the coming from the bike. The green is the earth, coming from the LED, the light here. The black is the negative, I suppose, earth. And then the final one is blue, which is the high beam, going into the yellow. As I said before, the yellow is the high beam wire. Anyway, so I've managed to retain these brackets here that were already on the actual XR for the original headlight, so you can keep them. Don't lose your bolts either that you've taken off, so keep them so you can bolt in. And I've done a nut and a bolt just in there. You can see there, there's a nut there, sorry, nut there and bolt there, and the same on this side. So if you have a look in there, just here, this one here, we've got a nut, corresponding bolt. I was lucky that I had them in the garage, actually didn't have to go and buy them. Anyway, so now we've got this one here. So the headlight's looking like that, right? So to get it right, it's going to pivot off this point here where I'm using the original bracket. That'll pivot off that, and I can actually get all this wiring, all this stuff here will sit above the actual LED, or the original sort of wiring loom, and that just pushes in like that. Now, there's nothing here to bolt onto, so I've created this. Well, it's temporarily made out of plastic. I will make it out of a piece of steel or something, but this is just to make sure it fits. And once it fits, I'll bolt it up, make sure it's exactly where I want it to be. Then I'll create a piece of steel, just cut it out and drill the holes for there again. So that's that. So I'm going to go and attempt and put these there, and then the light should pretty much be there and look like that. So I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Plus, I've also got some new decals or decals, stickers, whatever you want to call them, to go on the side of my tank here. So stay tuned for that too. It's going to look sick. Alrighty. So here we go. We've got the light in. Man, those four little LEDs up the top here, they are super bright. I had no idea. Looks grouse. And it's got one of the headlights on at the moment. We've got this side on, so let's just go click that onto full beam, and both sides come on. So I might still see if I can figure out how to keep the DRLs, or what they're called, DLRs or whatever, day running lights on. Let me just drop this down for a bit. So as you can see, job done, and let's go see how much, oh mate, look at that. Let me just cover the light, I'll show you what difference it makes. That's my hand covered over the light. And this is like, it's only, what's the time? It's probably about 6, so the sun's, 7 o'clock, 7:30 actually. So the sun's still going down. Still pretty light out, and That's magic. That's excellent. That's great. So that's that. High beam that's high beam. So it's actually pointing in a really in a perfect spot. As you can see, high beam off, high beam on. And if you're not happy with the location after you put it in, you've got this little adjusting screw here. You screw it in, this goes up, you screw it out and it goes down like that. So if you're screwing in, it lifts the light up so you can change the beam direction, and if you screw it out, if you're like anti-clockwise, it'll dip the light. So I've got it completely screwed all the way out at the moment because I actually do want it down. So you can see here, my system is not perfect. I might still make a bracket to go from here to here, and that'll do it. So yeah, there we go. Doesn't look too bad, that headlight. Looks all right. I like it now that it's on there. Before it was on there, I thought it might look a bit strange, but it's good. So you can see all my wiring is nice and tucked away up underneath. So there's plenty of room behind that V-Face to be able to hide all your wiring. All right, next job, put on the stickers. There we go. Get those stickers on and see how it looks. All right, folks, here we have it. A little bit of a project that I worked on. So I replaced my headlight here. As you can see, this is what we've been doing the whole time. There's my decal, so I've chucked a couple of stickers on, new stickers. My old stickers were getting a bit worn, so I ordered some off the old Inti web. Here we go. Not too bad. I'm not sure about it yet, you know, I'm not 100% sure whether I'm like those stickers or not. They'll probably grow on me though. So we've got the one on the mud guard at the front there, fairing, and we've got this one here which sits nicely with the light. Actually, it's pretty much got the same angle there, so that worked out alright. Looks original. So we got there and around this side. Looks nice and spankers. So my bike's only done 2,500 k's for an XR. I think it's a 2005 model. That's freaking awesome. It's amazing condition. I love this bike. So much fun to ride. So anyway, there you have it. I might have to put that up in there somewhere like that and duct tape that. Not duct tape, cable tie. So you can see this thing here, bit of plastic. I'm going to create a piece of metal that is the same shape as that with a slight bend on it. Same on this side here. And that's just jutting out a little bit because it's hitting something there, so I need a smaller or a shorter length thread on that. So I'm going to make a piece of metal that goes from there where that plastic is, so it's going to replace that, and back to this bolt here, so it's going to hold the actual light in place so it doesn't move forward. I don't want it tilting forward as I'm riding. I want to be able to adjust that correctly using the actual adjustment screw there. So anyway, there you have it. I'm going to take her for a ride and check out the lights, see what they're like. It should be pretty cool. Alrighty, any questions, just send me a personal message and I'll do my best to answer. Once again, here's the sheet that I put together with the colours. Let's go see if we can get some light over here. Not sure if you can see that or not. I don't know why I wrote it in glitter pen. It was the only thing that I had. But anyway, so basically, yeah, look, I'll put some notes in there just so you know what's what. But yeah, so yeah, please like this video, subscribe if you can, so you can always be notified of any new videos that are coming out. And yeah, so as I said, like, and you know, if you can share the video, let other people know about it. If you've got an XR as well, feel free to comment. Let me know what you think about the lights, if you don't like them, if you think they look crap, if you think they look good. If you think the stickers look crap, let me know. Oh yeah, I also got a new right hand side mirror. They came in a pair, so I just replaced both of them. They were cheap as, mate, like 20 bucks off off eBay. And yeah, there's a funny story behind why they were smashed, but I'm not going to get into that now. So anyway, take care people, talk to you soon.